Какие же задания интересно рекомендованы? Я вот и думаю, что сегодня мы пробежимся по церемонии зачастия Архонта, потому что ивент, как бы, это значит, что нужно закончить сюжет Лии. Закончить сюжет Лии и не только. На самом-то деле... Поэтому сейчас мы... Этому заданию Архонтов я сниму как видосик, а остальные задания пойдут. Еще, возможно, задание легенд Кли, Моны и Делюка. Остальное уже будем делать на стримах. Ну, мне кому-то нахуй не надо. Точно надо валяшек сейчас чуть-чуть собирать. Потому что это вырежу и все. Потому что здесь у меня будет просто задание остальное все.
If you want to find the Geo-Archon, this is the only chance you'll guess. It's a good thing Venti brought it up earlier. Otherwise, we definitely would have missed this year's... Look, we're already... Oh, right. About the Geo... Did you know? The more that we use, it's seen as impolite for people. So we should refer to the Geo...
Окей-доки. А, блядь! Похоже, сегодня я сниму сразу 2 ролика.
One-Win Bookhouse.
Feel free to look around. There's no obligation to buy.
We're looking for the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide. Do you have it in stock?
Sorry, dear. We stopped stocking that a very long time ago. It just wasn't selling.
Huh? But the Mondstadt volume was so interesting. Bummer.
The thing is, the author made it too personal, and the result wasn't really much of a guide. It barely sold any copies, and the few travelers that did buy it made complaints afterward.
Алиса, блядь, ты что там написала?
Well, that's a shame. The Mondstadt volume was a good read, even just as an adventurer's diary.
The fact remains that I don't have it in stock. If you must read it, try your luck at Chang the Ninth's place.
Who's Chang the Ninth?
A book collector who lives in Qingse village. He's a complete grouch, but he will behave himself if the conversation is about books. He was a regular customer here back when he lived in Liyue Harbor, and I still send him the odd out-of-print book or two every now and then.
Did somebody say out-of-print books? Is there a chance that Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd is also in his... Apologies, my liege. Where are my... Since you and I are both in search of lost books... My pleasure, Val...
Should we ask here if they have a copy of the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide? It's super duper interesting. I'll catch up. Ooh, wonderful.
Приветульки.
The heavens are smiting me to smithereens.
Он явно не просто вздыхает, он же говорит, ладно.
And what do you want? Come on, spit it out.
We've heard you've got tons of old books lying around, and
After the chasm was sealed off, the family mining business started going south. Then the Fatui started working to sabotage me.
Да, его скоро распечатают, не
I
переживай.
had no choice but to pawn off my beloved book collection. Every last book. Do you have any idea what that means? Wrong. That was my life's work. I devoted my entire life to curating, collecting, caring for them. And now they're gone. Gone, I tell you. It's useless ranting and raving at you like this. All I can do is try to save enough Mora to buy them back. Unless you have other business here, I'm done talking to you. Goodbye. Off you go. Go on, go.
Please tell me that you didn't pawn Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Legend of the Shattered Halberd? There's a title I haven't heard in a long time. You have good taste, my boy.
what? But we don't?
That work was an epic-defining masterpiece. Granted, it was almost unknown at the time it was published, but over time it was the work that came to define the genre of martial arts novels and sparked a plethora of imitation works. Barely any copies of the first edition were ever printed.
Как это часто и
The
бывает.
later edition inexplicably went out of print, almost as soon as it was released. A shame, given what it allegedly added to the original story.
Yes, that's right. How did I forget? The original edition's 6th volume of that work is so rare. I could never bring myself to pawn it no matter how much I needed the money.
You mean you still have it?
Yes, it is my one and only remaining treasure.
Hey, Chang. You've got some nerve keeping me and my boss waiting like this. I need an answer. Will you sell the
А мне тоже можно?
or not?
Много-много
Be
кругляписа.
sure you don't
Я
need me
заебусь
to
его самого
remind
постоянно
you
собирать.
that if you mess with Gentry Moutsai, you're messing with the Fatui.
Oh, You again? But you know I can't afford to give a 70% discount on the price. I'd never be able to buy my collection back.
That's your business. The question is, do you want your books, or do you want food on your plate?
А шо нет?
Like to take your
А шо
books
нет?
with you to an early grave.
Отсканировать книги, чтобы они остались у людей, эти экземпляры на всякий случай. И в могилку вместе со мной. То есть могилку, конечно, придется копать большую.
Just who do you think you are? Keep your nose out of other people's business.
My liege, I am but one who comes to the aid of this gentleman in his moment of need. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan.
Guhua clan? Did you hear this clown? He thinks he's a Guhua master.
Ты так не обижай этого мальчика.
Oh, there was me thinking the last granddads of Guhua had keeled over and died by now. Who were you supposed to be then, huh? Some sort of Guhua messiah?
Ну теперь понятно, почему люди никогда не хотят сразу люди другим верить и просто предлагают сразу же насмехаться над всеми. Это работает ведь во всем.
But he is no less guilty.
Get a load of this guy. Just you wait. You'll be sorry you crossed me. And you, Chang, you're selling that core lapis whether you like it or not.
Oh, how the wolves prey upon the fallen tiger. My days are numbered.
Эй, дядя, не кипишуй. Я ж пришла, значит, все решу.
Oh, what does it matter now? I can't expect anybody to care about me anymore. But since you did stick up for me, please just take this book and leave me in peace.
3 long years I have waited for this day. Words cannot express my gratitude. I, Xingqiu, vow to repay this great act of generosity.
All right, give it a rest. Just bring it back when you're finished. Sorry, but I'm not about to put my hopes in some self-professed Guhua disciple.
Hey, where are you going? We've still got a job to do over here.
Ладно, похуй, потом сюда заберусь.
So, you like reading, huh? Mr. 5-second hero?
Oh, amazing! I never saw that coming.
Hello?
Опять же, про звездный час настал сказано, но там немножечко про героя, как минимум. Ну ладно.
How can they bully poor old Chang the Ninth like this? Forcing him to sell his ore for dirt cheap? It's daylight
Ну я же сказала.
pure and simple.
Раз мы пришли, то мы все решим.
Don't forget me. I'm in too.
Oh, so now you can hear what we're saying.
The reason I borrowed this book is that it would be a real pity if Chang the Ninth ended up having to pawn it.
Совершенно не потому, что ты хотел ее прочитать, да?
I will return his act of kindness. It is the just thing to do. I will be custodian of this book, and I will also help find a way to buy back the rest of his collection. Of course I do. An initial plan anyway. I still need to work out the details. Give me a second to reflect. It shan't take but a moment.
You're still here? What is this, a game to you? You think no one's really gonna get hurt? I gotta hand it to the goofball clan. What you lack in numbers and talent, you make up for in guts. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say goofball clan? I meant Guhua clan. That's what you goofballs call it, right?
Я сейчас точно не переведу, но факт в том, что английская фраза звучит вообще немножко по-другому. Смысл вообще, конечно, передается, но суть в том, что все-таки перевод не один в один. Это так интересно. Ну, в английской озвучке очень много именно как насмешки над клановой. То есть именно в той фразе. Если на русском это просто «как там твой клан назывался, клан Гугла», то там было именно больше насмешкой.
Why should I cower in the face of evil?
Oh, great speech. But now it's time for you to learn your lesson.
И тут тоже парочка фраз теряется.
Time to act.
The more, the merrier.
Come a little closer.
I have some for you too.
Rain outlines your fate.
Come a little closer.
Oh, now you've got me worked up.
Witness the power of Guhua.
Ready, steady, go!
Подлечу лизинку.
I thought that was just a regular pendant you were wearing, not a vision. You won this round, but you better watch your back. This isn't over.
Would it be too much to hope they've learned their lesson? Yes, though I try to avoid using it. I dislike the unfair advantage it gives me against my opponents. Though I long to restore Guhua to its former glory.
They've gone for now, but they'll be back looking to cause more trouble before long.
I'll see to it that no harm comes to those who show me kindness. There is a just and unjust way to do business, and I will ensure the matter is resolved satisfactorily. It's not like the Fatui to pick sides in a business dispute, but the confident demeanor of their errand boy suggests there is substance to his words. There must be a deeper level of collusion at work here.
Шучу, как и всегда.
I know this name. He has a stately residence in Liyue Harbor. Maybe the two of you could go and investigate.
That idea works, but what are you gonna do?
Me? I have other things to look into. Let me see. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace in Liyue Harbor in a bit.
You really have stuff to do? Are you sure you're not just using us as your errand runners?
Кто здесь этого не
So
делает?
that's how that turned out. This whole passage is just extraordinary.
Ugh, this guy is so annoying. Fine, but as per tradition, Paimon gets to pick an ugly nickname for him. From now on, he shall be known as Guhua Geek.
Ой, как
You
страшно.
go first. No need to wait for me. One more page and I'll...
Who goes there? Really? He didn't mention anything about a meeting.
Так
The
я ж из
master's dealing with
Манштата.
some urgent business today. All prior appointments have been canceled.
Urgent business? What is it?
The master's been working on a major business deal recently. He left early this morning to meet with a VIP client.
So, where is he now?
I'm sorry. The master is stressed that we must not disclose that information to just... no, I mean, yes. Yes, you are. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Master's currently in business negotiations at Shinya Kiosk. I beg for your mercy, please. My master will show me no leniency if he finds out.
Легко их разводить, блядь.
My master has... Luckily for you, you...
Thank you.
Nice work! Paimon never knew you were such a tough negotiator. Is that so? Now Paimon knows not to let your wily ways get the better of her in the future. Anyway, seems like the VIP client in question must be one of the Fatui.
Было бы логично.
Let's get ourselves over to the Shinya Kiosk.
Так, воу,
Business is
значит.
booming at the Shinya Kiosk. No one should notice if we blend in there. But either way, if we want to know what kind of shady business they're up to, we better be careful.
Oh my.
Ай.
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in.
I understand. I do. Please do not worry. You have my word that the order will be completed as promised.
The subordinate I sent was not quite so optimistic in his appraisal. Is somebody being uncooperative?
We just ran into a minor procurement problem, is all. We haven't managed to purchase the core lapis yet. But it's nothing for you to worry about. If Chang the Ninth won't sell, I can buy from someone
Вполне
else.
закономерно и логично.
That would be most ideal. I remind you again that the Fatui care only about the result. We are willing to lend a certain degree of support to this transaction. But if it is not completed in time, you may suddenly find our goodwill comes at a price you cannot afford.
I understand. I am indebted to you for your protection. You know I would not dream of disappointing you, don't you?
We shall see when the time comes.
Darn that old man Chang.
So, Mr. Gentry Moutsai is colluding with the Fatui. Who knows if Guwa Geek has made any progress? Should we go tell him?
А, блядь, как вы его найдете?
You said you had other things to look into, as if you're some sort of man of mystery. When actually, all you meant was you wanted somewhere new to park your backside while you read your book.
Ну, типа, наверное, возможно.
I see. I guessed as much.
Did you really guess, or are you just saying that to sound clever?
The course of action we must take is now clear. To start with, please deliver this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. They will know what to do. My liege, for reasons that I cannot explain, I will be unable to join you. There is no need for you to read the contents of the letter. When the time comes...
Ugh, this writing is super hard to read. Paimon can't make heads or tails of it.
Древний шрифт. Это что, я писала, что ли?
Like I said, there's no need for you to read it. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will have someone who can understand it.
But why would you want to get them involved? They're one of the bigwig commerce guilds in Liyue. Since we got to Liyue, Paimon keeps hearing people mention it. Seems they oversee a lot of business that goes. Having such big backing would be great and all, but are you sure they'd want to help?
No need to worry about that. From what I know, they share my sense of chivalry.
Ага.
Once they have read the carefully reasoned and passionately argued case I put forth in this letter, they will certainly be moved to action. Gentry Moutsai must be taught a lesson he will never forget. This is something we cannot do on our own. Also, I do not wish for anyone else to know of my involvement in this.
Why not? You're only doing this to try and help Chang the Ninth, right?
To silently disappear at the matter's conclusion, concealing one's name and contribution. This is the chivalrous thing to do. To savor the memory is ample reward. Each droplet of kindness I receive, I am duty-bound to repay with a welling spring of gratitude. I seek neither praise nor reward.
Но
Very lovely. But be honest, you just
таким
want them to
образом,
do it so
разве
you can
та
carry on
школа,
reading your
которую
book,
ты хочешь
don't you?
возродить,
Thank you in advance for delivering this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild.
не будет тоже забыта
Someone from
вместе
the
с
guild
тобой
should be able to
твоими
receive you
деяниями.
near Lioli Pavilion.
Hey, stop ignoring Paimon! Excuse us, we come bearing news of a matter requiring your assistance. It's all in this letter.
A letter? Oh, I see. This again.
Что опять?
Oh,
Что
don't
опять?
mind me. I was just speculating. Let me give this a read.
Can we actually read this thing? Is it even written in the common tongue?
Yes, the script is inimitable by the uninitiated.
Можно сказать, что этот почерк получается и правда некий шрифт.
Please allow the Feiyun Commerce Guild to be your host for tonight.
Чего, блядь?
Please rest assured that the matter written about has been duly received. We just need some time to prepare. Please take a seat here in the
Ты мне не пиздишь?
where you may
Ты
enjoy
смотри, я
some
за
light
тобой
refreshments
слежу.
while taking in the ocean view. Consider it a small token of our esteem.
Yay, tasty snacks! They're giving us the VIP treatment.
Of course. We treat visitors with the utmost respect here at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. When honored guests grace us with their presence, far be it from us to shirk our duty to them. Please, this way.
And Paimon thought we'd get kicked out, or turned away at the door. Paimon didn't think Guhua Geek had so much clout.
Тут вообще интересно, есть обычные, простые персонажи.
With the amount of wealth and power Gentry Moutsai has, it will take more than a slap on the wrist to get through to him. For him to correct the error of his ways, he must feel for himself the same suffering he has inflicted on Chang the Ninth. Since Gentry Moutsai's business has to do with core lapis, we simply need to buy up all the stock there is in Liyue. That will put him in a rather sticky situation. Deprived of the necessary raw materials, Even the best craftsperson in Teyvat would be unable to make their product.
Great idea! That'll be sure to mess things up between him and the Fatui. But Liyue is huge. Is it really possible to buy up every last bit of core lapis in the harbor?
With the timescale we are on, it is indeed a challenge. Hence, as stated in the letter, we must ask for your further cooperation in the matter. First, there are a number of vendors in the city you will need to buy from. I've marked their respective locations on your map. There is also some unsold core lapis at the chasm. You will need to purchase that too. Finally, there is Chang the Ninth's batch.
Alrighty, so 3 sellers in the city, another one at the chasm, and then Chang the Ninth. Roger that!
Of course, we are not expecting you to cover the costs.
Wow, so many more! With cash like this, Paimon could rent out Lioli Pavilion and eat there for a whole month!
Ничего, ничего-то. Неплохо.
Well, this is not the first time we've had to do something like this. It's just par for the course now. All you need to do is strike a deal. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will handle the transportation and other...
Оки-доки. Как
Once you've
всегда.
purchased all the core lapis, please proceed to the Feiyun Commerce Guild's warehouse, where you can see the rest of the plan unfold.
Gotta hand it to Guhua Geek. This is some seriously solid work for a guy who lives in a fantasy world. Let's do this in the order the guy said. First the sellers in the city, then the chasm, and then last but not least, Chang the Ninth.
Очень интересно, а чего они к своему не пошли заключать сделку? Я не совсем понимаю такие махинации. Типа, если им просто тупо нужен параллакис, то почему не купить у своего
Good day, my
чела?
friend. My apologies, but I'm out of stock at the moment. Oh, I thought you were here to purchase Snezhnayan products. No, that I still have, although I ship it all to factories in Snezhnaya. I don't do retail. Too much hassle, not enough return. Sorry. What? No, no,
Да,
no, no.
им достаточно
Give me
того,
a
что
second
он
to think.
экспортирует, что ли? Или
All
что?
right, I'll do it. Just need you to sign. Clearly, no shortage of cash flow and...
Конечно, просто так разбрасываюсь деньгами.
Oi! All of it? Though my business may not, all of it would be far more than you actually want. What are you saying? If it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild...
Хорошее у них имя.
Oh my.
Thank you so very much.
Hi.
Весь
You want
корлекис.
all my core? Well, that's sad. None are in writing. The buyers are... Oh, it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild? Oh, don't worry about my prior client. He hadn't made any down... Thank you for your patronage. We hope the...
I'll catch up. Steady as stone. Someone needs assistance. Hello there.
Aha, finally. I thought you might
Уже
come.
слухи до тебя дошли.
I hear
Чем
the
ты
thing
хер
as it
знает
happens,
где
I do have a
живешь?
batch of core lapis that hasn't been. The original buyer's price was already quite high.
Are you serious? We spent...
I'm afraid it has to go to the highest bidder. I'm breaching an existing agreement by selling to you, so it has to be worth my while. Look, you have your problems to deal with and I have mine. You can take it or leave it. So if you're not buying...
All right. We'll pay. When we get back, we'll just have to tell the guild that we'll sell to this gentleman at 4 times the normal price in the
А,
Wait,
ну это да.
surely there's no need for that. Please, don't do this. It's not even your money. Why be so frugal with
И
it?
что не
It
наши?
might be the guild's money, but we'll have a tough time explaining to our boss why we spent
Я вот
so
этого
much
всегда
in
не
one
понимаю. Это
go.
же даже не твои деньги. Ну и что,
We'll
блядь? За каждую
always mention
копейку
your name
организация
and say you
спрашивает.
gouged us over
Охуя.
the price.
I understand. I'm sorry, please. I don't want any trouble with the guild. There's just one other thing, though. There's been an issue with the delivery of this
Ага,
batch.
еще я в засаду попала. Ты
Several
деньги
carts were
требуешь. Ну
ambushed
вообще
by
мудак,
village
еще.
heroes. I don't know where exactly, but if so, maybe you could go and look for the carts? There should be 5 of them. Oh, thank you very much.
That's that then. Well, no time to lose. Come on. I'll catch up. Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up. Oh, yeah! Make a note of the location.
Ага,
I'll catch up.
ту, вижу.
Leave it all to me.
Хе-хе.
Another one did.
Какая цель достигнута? 2.
Someone
Всего
needs
лишь
assistance.
второй. Третий. Третья. Телега так-то. И вот 4-я вижу.
Come a little closer.
Хе.
That's it, all right.
Да ты что, блин?
Lip hunt. That guy said
Всё,
there were
5-я.
4 carts in total, so that should be all of them. Let's get back. This has all been quite exhausting for poor little Paimon. He definitely owes Paimon some snacks.
Why the long face? You're alive.
Кто хмурится? Ты хмуришься.
The cart's locations, all 5 of them. Can you sell us the core lapis now?
Oh, wonderful. Thank you both. Yes, let's make this official. I also hope you could put in a good word with your boss for me.
Мы обязательно вам расскажем, как ты хотел их наебать, не переживай, чем.
Dusted. Yeah. We make a great team, don't we? Now for the final stop on our core lapis crawl to Chang the Ninth's place.
I'll catch up. Someone needs assistance.
Just who I was hoping to see. You wouldn't know anything about.
Ага, немного, да.
We won't be hearing from them again.
Так, самую малость.
Oh? What happened? Huh? Oh, I see now. You're in this trade too. So you're trying to beat him to the post, eh? Appearances can be deceiving, that's for sure. But I don't care who you are. A discount of 70% is simply impossible. The maximum I can do is 40% off, and even
Нихуя
then,
себе скидка,
I'm only
чел.
breaking even.
No need. We'll take it at the market rate.
You mean you're not? I can't believe it. I will make a profit on this batch after all. But gentry mount-sized thugs could still come back.
If Paimon told you they're not gonna bother you again, then you'd better believe they're not gonna bother you again.
Huh.
Как же я
Okay,
не
then.
пойму.
My situation can hardly get worse from here in any case. But tell me, what on earth do you plan to do with so much core lapis?
Просто так.
Actually, it's for a commission. Can't go into too much detail.
Thank you. Thank you a million times over. I really don't know what to say.
Good people always get what's coming to them in the end. And so will the nasty people. Anyway, let's get going, because apparently we have a show to watch at the Feiyun Commerce Guild's warehouse.
Welcome.
Крышки.
The final act in this drama would not be complete without you two here as audience.
А это драма?
You better
Или все-таки
believe it.
комедия?
We're the ones who've been doing all the work. What exactly have you been doing all this time?
Well, naturally, I used the time to immerse myself completely in Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I managed to finish the book off, and I enjoyed every minute of it. Divine Halberd, an ominous sword. Mir and Wei Yang. The way the story develops across the first 5 volumes, nothing short of exemplary. But the 6th volume? Words fail me. How blessed we are to have such an author grace our world with such works.
And this is related to Gentry Meltsai. How?
It's not. But when something surpasses expectations to such a degree, one must show one's appreciation. And it is thanks to your help that everything will play out just as I had foreseen.
Why does Paimon have to be the only one who doesn't get what's going on? No fair. So go on then, tell me, what are we doing here? And what's this big
Подожди
dramatic
5 минут
showdown
и
supposed to
увидишь.
happen?
Think about it. Gentry Meltsai goes searching for core lapis all over Liyue Harbor, and he doesn't find a single piece. He panics. Without the goods, he can't fulfill his contract. And if he can't fulfill his contract, he can't stay in good standing with the Fatui. He hears a rumor that the Feiyun Commerce Guild is the culprit. Panic turns to disbelief. Gentry Meltsai is a hugely powerful figure in the business world. Never has anyone dared to target him like this. So regardless of whether it is revenge or a swift resolution that he seeks, he is certain to...
So it was you! You were the one sticking your necks out for Chang the Ninth!
Speak of the devil.
I went everywhere trying to find someone selling core lapis before I realized the Feiyun Commerce
Ай, ну
Guild had
подумай,
been
что
on my
нужна нам
possessions
руда,
for
и все. Я вон
Core
персонажей
lapis is
хочу
hardly a
прокачать, может
rare
быть, всех
mineral,
разом,
and yet
которым нужна
suddenly the
курлепис.
stocks dry up, just like that. Explain yourselves. What is the meaning of this persecution?
We are not
Чао, ты вообще видел,
persecuting you,
сколько мне
but
курлеписа,
protecting
блядь,
another,
нужно будет, если
one
я
to
буду
whom I am
прокачивать
indebted.
всех?
Upon witnessing an injustice, it is a perfectly normal response to rush to the aid of he who has been wronged. Was it not one of your own men who said, "This isn't over"?
You clearly don't know what's good for you. I won't beat around the bush. Master, if you please, seize their core lapis.
Блять, там мастер прошу вас, а потом было что-то про
No more
курлепис.
sword.
Ладно.
Prepare to be blown away.
Ну, она бы еще не по прямой вот так вот делалась. Вообще было бы кайфы.
Let the show begin.
Come a little close.
Иди сюда, пидорас. Ай. Ладно, не иди сюда, пидорас.
I must leave no stone. Let's dance.
You're in for a little shock.
Хе.
Can't run from dead.
Мне просто достаточно пару раз шелком пальцами.
Impressive. You are no commoners. To continue this fight would be to incur greater losses than I can accept.
Their strength is almost spent. Finish them off. The core lapis is almost within our grasp.
Опять там
Might I
фразу про
remind
курляпис.
you that the Fatui's relationship with you extends to business matters only. I did not lend you my men to have them stir up trouble at your beck and call.
What are you saying? Master, everything I did with only one thing in mind. To complete the order.
Then figure it out by yourself.
Wait! Master, wait!
My lord, what are you doing here? Are you hurt?
Thanks to this valiant young woman, I am unscathed.
My lord?
You? You are the heir of the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
Indeed, my liege.
Нет,
I am
просто
Sing
так.
Zhou, disciple of the Guhua clan and
Его тут
second son of the
господином
Feiyun
кричит.
Commerce Guild manager, and I make no secret of it.
Drats! I've been played like a fiddle.
Gentry Moutsai. Coercion and intimidation are hardly the attributes of a respectable businessman. The problems that your business practices have created, I have sought to resolve through mine. I shudder to think what the Fatui will do with you if you fail to provide their core lapis.
You meddling swine. Well,
Много-много.
go on. Tell me, what will you sell it for?
Since you asked Chang the Ninth for a discount of 70%, let's fight fire with fire, shall we? 3 times the market rate sounds fair, no?
How dare you subject me to such viciousness?
У кого монополия, тут цену и
This is a
выставляет.
malicious and
Ну да.
calculated attempt to run me into the ground.
Deep breaths now. This is a simple decision. Will you buy or not?
I Fine. Have it your way. I'll find the money somehow. Happy now?
On behalf of the Feiyun Commerce Guild, I thank you for your business and hope you will continue to do business with us in
Вот
future.
так вот. И Челу помог, и прибыль принес.
Funny-speaking, book-reading, guhua geeking Sing Cho are the heir of the Feiyun Commerce Guild? So that massive stash of Mora you let us burn through in a day? That was from your private vault?
'Twas but a paltry sum. I got to make a very sound investment while putting Gentry Moutsai in his place. A classic 2 birds, 1 stone situation.
Пойду на добро, на больное.
Very droll. My family can always tell me from my handwriting. It's certainly one of my distinguishing features.
Одеваю.
Yikes! Paimon's been calling you guhua geek this whole time. Paimon read in one of these martial artist novels that when rich heirs like you get angry at someone, you have their arms and legs chopped off. Paimon's toast. I'm sorry. Very sorry. Please don't hurt Paimon.
Calm down. Since you can fly, you hardly need your legs anyway.
Save me. Save me. This is not a drill. Repeat. This is not a drill.
Jokes aside, I have the 2 of you to thank for this successful resolution. Really, you were a huge help. Meanwhile, Legend of the Shattered Halberd was positively riveting. Much obliged if you
Да, и
could return to
наконец-таки
Chang the
заберем
Ninth for me.
свою книгу.
I did nothing, and hence deserve none of his gratitude. The 2 of you, meanwhile, though strangers to the circumstances, stepped in and saved the day. To have made such valiant and chivalrous friends is more than enough for me, my liege.
My lord, forgive the intrusion. It's about your father.
Please inform my father thusly. I have averted a disaster and earned a sizable sum of money in the process.
Так и
Might this
есть.
meritorious act compensate for my prior transgressions and earn me a few more days of freedom, perchance? Legend of the Shattered Halberd speaks of a domain that I should very much like to investigate.
For all your clever long words, the fact is you're just a lazy bones who doesn't want to work.
What if I told you that a reward
Так я,
awaits
получается,
you at
Син Цю.
King the Knight's
Блин,
palace,
нет, я
and
не
not
богатенький
just his
наследник.
gratitude?
A reward? Well, that sweetens the deal somewhat.
It seems whatever I say, there's no persuading you to stay. Oh, I didn't realize you weren't aware.
Thank you in advance
С
for
чего бы
returning
мы
the
были
book
в
for me.
курсе?
I will take my leave now. May we meet again, fellow merchants.
Привет, Уля.
Finally, you're back. I'm positive that you must have been behind this once again. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my
Ну,
heart.
типа, хотя и нет, хотя и да.
Please don't say that. You have no idea how much this means to me. The Chang family was a prestigious household in Liyue back in the day. Unfortunately, after I took over the family's affairs as heir, a series of business setbacks devoured our fortune. Since then, I've saved for years, hoping to restore the house to its former glory. In the end, everything was riding on this core lapis deal. Were it not for you, this barren wasteland in the mountains would have become my final resting place.
Wow, that's the second heir we've met in this town.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing? Oh, here's your book back.
Wonderful. Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I was beginning to think that...
Этот бы не обманул.
Do people really look down on the Guhua clan so much?
Actually, the art is centuries old, and was once held in high esteem. But now it has faded beyond recognition. To instigate a revival, you need to inject some fresh blood, but it's hard to attract budding young talent to a dying art. And so it becomes a vicious cycle.
Это же клево, позабытое искусство.
Guhua kids these days. Take that young rascal Sing Цю, for instance. For all his talk about repaying kindness with kindness and whatnot, what has he done to show for it? You're the ones who've displayed a genuine sense of
Как бы
responsibility.
тебе сказать, чел?
What does it matter? Anyway, you wanted the Liyue volume of the Teyvat travel guide, didn't you? I'll fetch it for you. It's yours to keep. In addition, here is but a small token of appreciation for your huge generosity. My ore is sold, and my what?
What was that? Paimon saw something fall out.
Странная загадка.
Nothing, nothing. That little rascal surely isn't.